A major new report from the New York Times came out at the end of last week saying that Ron DeSantis' campaign, because New York Times spoke to insiders, both current and former, with the DeSantis campaign. They talked to advisors, they talked to his pollsters, and they're all pretty much saying the same thing, that the campaign is effectively in what they're calling hospice mode, and that right now they are just trying to, let me read it, make the patient comfortable. Those were the words, according to the report, of pollster and advisor Ryan Tyson of the DeSantis campaign, who, of course, after this story came out, immediately denied that he said that, even though the Times was like, no, you did say that. You told us that. Like, we can't just make up a quote and publish it. We'll get sued for that till the end of next year. But yeah, you said it. And a lot of other people inside the DeSantis campaign seem to agree with that it's dying. And that DeSantis will likely be dropping out of the presidential race, probably not before Iowa, but probably not too long after either. And here's what's happening. The Never Back Down Political Action Committee, the one that is, supporting Ron DeSantis' bid for presidency, first and foremost, there's a active investigation after a complaint filed that there's illegal coordination between the DeSantis campaign and Never Back Down. That's totally illegal. But also, Never Back Down decided, you know what, screw it. We're pulling all our ads out of Iowa and New Hampshire. We're done. They canceled a $2.5 million ad buy. And they didn't give a specific reason, but it's likely because they know that at this point, it is pointless. DeSantis has fallen consistently ever since he announced he was officially running for president, which was back in May. Now, this time last year, Ron DeSantis, in some polls, was the GOP frontrunner ahead of Donald Trump. He was winning in some of the polls. Now, a year later, he's struggling to stay in third place in these early primary states. And third place ain't going to get you anywhere in the Republican primary. Nikki Haley, who is now in second place, absolutely has some staying power. Ron DeSantis is watching his donors dry up. They abandoned him months ago. Support for him continues to fall. He's got so many problems back here in his home state of Florida that he's starting to lose support with our Republican-controlled state legislature. The campaign is dying. It's in hospice, they're telling us. They're just trying to keep him as comfortable as possible till the campaign, passes on. And I could not love this any more than I already do. It's impossible. I love every second of this because Ron DeSantis is such a despicable, disgusting human being. But what gets me is the reason this has happened. The reason Ron DeSantis' campaign has just absolutely gone down in flames is because the more he goes out there, and you can see the corresponding poll numbers to the more visible he is, the worse he does in the polls. Because he's weird, he's creepy, he's not sociable. He is not built to be a politician. He is not built to go out there and shake hands and kiss the babies. He's a weird guy that doesn't even know how to stand at a podium. He's, lying about how tall he is with his weird little elf shoes. He's a creep. And everybody that's meeting him out there is like, this dude's weird. I don't like it. And of course, the attacks from Donald Trump have not helped him at all. But what gets me is not just that this is killing his chances to be the nominee in 2024. This has killed his chances at higher office ever. DeSantis is going to sink down low, hang his head, come back to Florida, and have 2 more years as governor. And in those 2 years, there's 2 possibilities. One, he becomes so pissed off about losing the primary that he just goes on this whole, I'm going to be the dictator of Florida thing for 2 more years. Or the second thing is that he's so dejected and so damaged here in Florida, both in the polls and, as I said, with the state legislature, that they no longer take him seriously and he doesn't get anything done. He sits in that governor's mansion feeling sorry for himself until it's time for him to leave office and slink away forever. That is what I think will happen. But of course, I can't rule out him just being, ruling with an iron fist for another 2 years. But I think his reputation is now so damaged that not only are his political ambitions gone forever, but when he finally comes back here, people are going to finally see that the Emperor has no clothes, and he's going to sit around and mope for the next 2 years. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.